Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro everyday, and today, this is the one that you want, right? You want to know, how do I win on the black deck at all? And how are things the same or different when I get to the highest level of difficulty? So the short answer is, you just got to get lucky. You got to get lucky, my guy. This is what I mean. I get this question a lot. What is my win percentage on the gold stakes? Well, the average across all of the decks, I would say, is about 30%, but it's a little bit higher for some decks, a little bit lower for some decks. And so for the black deck specifically, I think one of the hardest decks, if not the hardest deck, and so maybe 10% win rate on the black deck. 9 out of 10 times you're going to lose, 9 out of 10 times I'm going to lose, right? And, some people might say, well, 10%, that sounds pretty low. That sounds pretty terrible. Does that mean that the black deck is too difficult and that it needs to be changed in some way? And I don't necessarily think that's true. So like from a game design perspective, it's okay that we have things like the abandoned deck and the checker deck. It's okay that these exist. These are the easy ones for sure, right? And if it's okay that we have some easy decks, then it's also okay that we have some more challenging decks, right? You don't have to play on the gold stake. Right? You don't have to play at the highest level of difficulty, but if you do play at the highest level of difficulty, then you're accepting that there is going to be some challenge to it, right? And the same thing with your deck selection here. If you want to have an easier time, you can play on the abandoned or checker decks. If you want to have a slightly more difficult time, you can try playing on the erratic deck. If you want to have an even more difficult time, if you want to have a true challenge, then you play on the black deck. And so the question is like, okay, this luck thing. One way to kind of like cheat on luck is you just keep restarting until you get like a good, powerful start, right? Except you can give the same start to different people. Some of those people will win the run, some of those people will lose the run. So it's a little bit more than just luck, right? There is some amount of skill to it. So, what is the challenge here with the black deck? What actually makes it difficult? And then we can try to figure out, okay, how do we attack that? And so, if you're playing on the red and the blue deck, I consider these some of the easier decks. And part of the reason is like the way you actually lose the game is you just don't get the right cards that you need, right? And sometimes what that means is like, oh, I didn't get a straight when I needed it, and then that's why I lost. Or like, I got a flush, but I didn't get a spades flush specifically, and that's why I lost. And so having the extra discard allows you to dig for the cards that you're looking for, dig for the hand that you're looking for, maybe dig for your gold cards for more money, dig for your steel cards and your glass cards, your enhanced cards in order to score more points. And a common play pattern is when you run out of discards, you can use your hands as discards. And so you can continue to dig if you haven't already found what you're looking for. And so if I play on the yellow deck, I no longer have this kind of safety net of having the extra discard, having the extra hand if I'm playing on the yellow deck. And then if we go to the black deck, not only do I not have an extra hand, I have the opposite. I have -1 hand. And so often what will happen is you'll use all your discards. Maybe you find what you're looking for, maybe you don't find what you're looking for, maybe you have to use an extra hand to dig further, and then that's it. Then you're out of hands. So you get one shot. Every round needs to be a one shot. You need to win in one hand. You can't use 2 flushes every round. It has to be just one hand. So the question is like, well, how do we achieve that? How do we get a one shot every round? Well, the black deck, the benefit is you're supposed to have +1 joker slot. And, of course, in the beginning, when you only have 2 or 3 jokers, it doesn't matter how many joker slots you have, you only have enough money for 2 or 3 jokers, right? But sort of long term, what we want to do is we want to get to 6 jokers as early as possible. So the advice that I give on the black deck, number one, you're going to have less money than usual because 1 less hand every round is $1 less every round. So accepting that truth, accepting that paradigm, spend more than you think you need to spend. Don't worry so much about interest. Use all of the joker slots as early as possible is kind of what I would suggest. And so, what that looks like is I can have 2 jokers that care about, let's say full houses. And I can have 2 jokers that care about flushes. And those are separate things. Those are not synergistic things, but that's okay. What that means is when I go into the round, I can draw either a flush or a full house. I don't have to go all in on one or the other. I have more outs, more possibilities, so less chance of failure that way. And so that's what I mean is, spend the money to invest diversely so that you can just survive the early game. Once you survive the early game, then the extra joker slot will be helpful in the late game. We just have to get there, right? So, that's kind of how it goes in theory. In practice, let's say, oftentimes what you do is you want to skip, right? If we go to the collection here, you don't want to skip most of the time, but there are reasons to skip. So for example, like coupon tag as a skip, investment tag, these addition tags as the round one skip, like these are all very good skips. Normally that's what we do. There is some difficulty here with the black deck where if I do skip, to get 450 points, you need 2 hands, and not necessarily high scoring hands, but you do need 2 hands. So like a straight and a flush, or sometimes a full house and like 2 pair or something like that. Sometimes that will work. You need 2 hands, and often what will happen is you'll use 2 discards to find your first hand, and after using 2 discards in one hand, you have 2 hands left over, no more discards left over, to try to find a second scoring hand. And so if you skip for, let's say, a polychrome tag here, the chances of you losing in the second round, pretty high chance of you losing in the second round. Even losing in the first round, the chance of losing is non-zero. You can still possibly lose in the first round. And so I think on the black deck, you want to skip a lot less than you normally would. I think the foil tag is too risky. I think the polychrome tag is too risky. But if we're not concerned about win rate, if we're not concerned about win percentage, then take the skip, take the chance. Most of the time you're going to fail, most of the time you're going to restart and try again, but when you do get the hit, it will be incredibly beneficial, incredibly impactful. Let's see what happens if we don't get the skip. Here I have in the opener, I have a straight, a high enough straight that I'm just going to win, so I'll take it. Instead of having to use my discards and get basically the same hand. So $6 here. The thing that you're looking for in the first shop, you're looking for a source of plus mult, and here is that source of plus mult. So I guess I'll pick it up here and go next. This is huge. So picking this up, this raises our win percentage. I said 10% on average. Having this come from the first shop, I think our win percentage now is up to 60% chance to win from here. Let's play a flush. Not 100% chance to win from here, but 60% I would say. Okay, being able to win there in one hand. Now I can pick up JJ. This is very good long-term source of plus mult, though there's this question of how much re-rolling am I going to be able to do early on? If I pick this up now, probably it's not going to give me very much benefit. Probably I'm not going to be re-rolling until round 10 is when I do my first re-roll probably. And so this is just dead weight. This is just, I'm going to convert it into I'm going to save my money for interest. I could pick up the temperance here and we could get, cost me $3, so I'm not going to use it right away, but I could hold on to it. Right now the difference between $8 and $5, it's not going to cost me any interest if I hold on to it, but it still costs $3, right? You're still $3 further away from getting to 25. I think we still take it. If I do use temperance with the flash card, I do get a refund, partial refund on my flash card. I think the correct thing to do is not take the flash card because it doesn't give me any immediate benefit. Though having temperance changes the calculus a little bit. So having temperance means this flash card only cost me $3. And if it only costs me $3, then we still skip it. All right, here we can go maybe a flush. Yeah, go for clubs. Get the clubs. +4 or higher is what we need. +2 does not do it, but we get a second flush here. The misprint is a fickle mistress. That's okay. $7, 12 in the bank here. We have Brainstorm. Brainstorm copying misprint is good. That'll do what we needed to do, but a little bit awkward that it's a rental. You know, normally normally Brainstorm costs like $10. So for like the first 3 rounds, this is a discounted Brainstorm. Like if you would take Brainstorm, this is a discounted Brainstorm for 3 rounds. I think it's worth it. Now we could take To the Moon also. Yeah. So currently gives me $1 for this round, but in future rounds giving me more money per round. I can take it and then I get more temperance value. I could hold on to temperance for when I buy more jokers, but I'm just going to use it now for $5. Spent $3 and then used it for $5. Brainstorm, the rental fee is going to take us down to 8, and then we're only going to get $1 of interest, but I think that's fine. I think it's still worth it. I think in the second round here, 1,000 points, I don't need the Brainstorm, but I think it's still worth it to have the Brainstorm. What I'm looking for is some kind of income joker that I can copy with Brainstorm, maybe. Or maybe since we don't need it, we just sell it. And then we don't pay the $3. Let's do that. So I said having misprint, you know, this sort of flat plus mult raises our win rate, raises our win percentage. Having a source of income on the black deck also going to increase our win percentage, right? I think generally that's true. Generally, if you're playing on gold stakes, if you get some source of early income, that's going to increase your win percentage. So I'd say from this percentage now it's looking, or from this position now looking about 80% chance to win. So do we want the Mega Arcana back? No, I'm going to hold my money for interest since I have To the Moon, and also hoping for, you know, more scoring jokers in the next shop. If I don't get scoring jokers, I could just buy a Celestial pack. I don't want to skip for a foil tag. I might consider skipping for an orbital tag on straights. Is pretty powerful. We'll see how this round goes. So here is a straight. It's kind of a low scoring straight, so I do need to high roll on the misprint. 23 is the highest that you can get. +2 doesn't do it. +0 doesn't do it. Unfortunate. Actually, kind of unlucky. We could go for hearts. I have 2 discards. We can get the hearts. Yeah. Okay. Even if misprint does 0, then actually, as long as misprint doesn't do 0, if it does 0, we still lose here because we need 300 points. Maybe I can discard for higher hearts. No, this is it. All right, non-zero on the misprint. Great. You know, if we had gotten the +10 on the first hand, could have won there. That's okay. All right, now what? So we have Droll Joker, we have Supernova. I think I want this orbital tag for straights, though with the -1 hand size and 1 less hand every round, like there's a chance that we don't get our straight. You know, like that's pretty dangerous. Whereas like getting flushes would be easier, safer, but long term, maybe straights are more viable. Huh. I only need 1 straight to get 2,000 points if I take the orbital tag. I think what I'm going to do I think I want this. I want the extra discard for the security. And in that case, I think I want the Droll Joker. And we'll just play flushes instead of straights. Then I can get more money for interest. Let's do that. Do I want this supernova, this eternal supernova? Probably also. It's not very strong, but my advice was spend more than you think you need. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's look for a flush. Let's look for some spades. There are the spades. All right, even if misprint betrays us, we should be good. Stinky misprint. Okay, polychrome is cool. Extra money is of course nice, though winning without discards, obviously harder on the black deck. I think gratification we don't take. I think $9 is too expensive for a times 1.5. I think I'd rather have this wasteful voucher for the extra discard, right? Like we said, when do you actually lose, right? You lose when you don't draw your cards, and so I'm gonna spend $10 here. I'm gonna lose like $4 of interest this round because of To the Moon gives me $2 of interest. So I'm losing $4 of interest this round, and then that $4 has the potential to earn interest in future rounds. So this wasteful voucher is costing me, you know, maybe like $20 for the wasteful voucher. I think the wasteful voucher is worth $20. Gratification, not so much. Let's go next. All right, let's go for hearts. One more time for hearts. Give that a try. Plus 21, thank you. Even with the plus 21, even with the highest roll on the misprint, that's only 3,000 points. We need 3,200 points. So that's not good. Having the grabber is helpful though. So I can for sure win with 2 flushes if I play 2 flushes. Maybe an Arcana pack could help me play flushes. I do want this. I do want the grabber for the extra hand. And then we're good. Maybe so that I have the extra money from interest. I'm gonna go next. Handy tag gives me plus $9. I'm just gonna play it out. Because if I skip, the scoring requirements are higher. So let's not skip. Let's go for diamonds here. So I could keep going for diamonds. I could play the straight instead. I'm not going to get the benefit of the Droll Joker. I'm not going to get the benefit of the Supernova. So might as well keep going for diamonds. We do get the diamonds. And now I have 1 discard left to find a second flush. Because we high rolled on the misprint, I actually don't need a flush. But let's try it anyway. Sad. So a pair doesn't work. High card doesn't work either. Let's go one more time for that flush. High rolling on the misprint again. Nice. Okay. We get the 4 Fienders here. It is a rental, but easier flushes I might be interested in doing. Definitely I need some more help scoring. So like this doesn't score, but playing straight flushes could score. I think this is what we want to do. I think we definitely want the grabber, just in case. I think we take the 4 Fienders. I think we take the Celestial pack. Maybe level up our straights, though we were not going to get the benefit of the Droll Joker. So this is what I said is like kind of have both options available to you, but then also kind of recognize when one option is not going to be enough. So technically I could play either straights or flushes. Straight's going to be higher chips and higher mult, but not getting the benefit of the Drill Joker, not getting the benefit of the Supernova. Here, if I want 9, 8, 7, 6, I could play a straight. I can make it a straight flush with just any spade. And then I would get the benefit of the Drill Joker, but then I would have to pay the rent. I'm trying to avoid paying the rental fee for the 4 Fienders. So let's do this. Let's play the straight. And this is a straight flush. But I want to get rid of the 4 Fienders so I don't have to pay the rental fee. Could play the full house here, but I want to keep going for the flush. Yikes. I think we still go for the flush. One more club. So here's the clubs, flush. I think we sell the Fienders. Okay, so it is possible that we get the 2500, but we do need a high roll on the misprint. Cool. All right, $2 of interest. Now what? Okay. Hologram is powerful, though slightly expensive perhaps. Smiley face is much easier power level wise. If I buy the hologram, I can't afford the standard pack, so like that's kind of awkward. If I buy the hologram, I'm not going to get, you know, my interest here. I think I want smiley face. I think I need another source of plus molt, maybe. Actually, what I need is a Jupiter card. I need to level up my flushes. I need a source of chips, which I don't currently have. I think smiley face is worth it. It being holographic. Jumbo Celestial Pack. I'm gonna hold off on that. I think we can get 6,400. Huh. What I want to avoid is I don't want to play more than one hand because that's going to cost me a ton of money. If it weren't this boss, I would pass on the Celestial Pack, but because it's this boss specifically, then I want to try to win in one hand. So give me a Jupiter card. And maybe play some face cards. So maybe go for clubs. Okay. I said I was going to try to avoid playing more than one hand. I think this boss is going to ruin us. I think this boss just ends us. I think we lose from here. Because now the rental fee also. Go to $7. Can't afford the Hermit. Can't afford the Tribe. I guess we could if we sell some stuff. Maybe we sell the, you know, to the moon here. That feels bad. Top up tag? Maybe. Maybe top up tag. One of the benefits of top up tag is the jokers won't have any stickers. Like you don't get any rentals. So like that's kind of nice. Do I want the tribe for the ×2? Probably we need it. 9,000 points is kind of a lot. So maybe we need it. In that case, till the moon is out, tribe is in. Now, do we skip? Do we skip for the top-up tag? 1,300? I don't know if we have 1,300 or 13,000. Maybe what we could do is we could sell the smiley face to try to make up for it. We got to take a chance. Smiley face out. Top up tag in. Rebate for queens. Mad Joker for 2 pair. Those are not helpful. This boss also no repeat hand type, so we can only play one flush. Not helpful. I guess we can discard the queen for some money. I'm gonna do it. Okay. So here's the hearts. Flush. Plus 23 on the misprint is like just about as good as we can do, and still not enough. I'm looking for diamonds now. We get queen, money. I guess rebate, we got pretty lucky. We got pretty lucky getting the queens. Bummer. So we still need a flush. And it's going to be easier to go for diamonds. So let's go for diamonds. In theory, easier to go for diamonds. Though we do get the 2 clubs. Alright, here's the diamonds. Even without misprint, we should have it. We've been rolling hot on the misprint. Alright. Now what? Wily Joker we don't need. Plutonium we don't need. No repeat hand types. What we need is a straight flush. Which I don't know if we can do. Straight up? I don't think we could do that. Doesn't Arcana help me make a straight flush? Well, I have Judgment. Or I can make spades. I could make bonus cards for extra chips. But the odds of me drawing them, not great. I think we sell the Mad Joker and we'd use the Judgment here. ×3 for a straight. Does that save us? Maybe. We need the Celestial pack. Okay. Okay. We'll see. It's not over yet, but it's not looking good. It's not over yet, but it's not looking good. We got rebate on queens still. Hearts flush and then follow it up with a straight. Okay, so here's the hearts flush. Almost a straight flush. I don't think it's worth it going for the straight flush. 9 of hearts, 4 of hearts. Probably you're not going to get it. So we need a high roll on the misprint. That is a high roll on the misprint. Okay. Now we need a straight. Rebate on queens. How do we get a straight from here? We need a 5. 3 5s in the deck. Okay. Didn't get the 5. We could get either an 8 or a 5. Huh. I guess I'll go for the 8. Trying to do this, trying to, you know, keep 6 cards and then go for either the 8 or the 5, that's not going to work. It's better for us to go for just the 8. Bummer. Try again for the 8. One more time for the 8. Or else we're cooked. So 10, Jack, 8, 7. Again here, almost a straight flush, but not quite. Alright, this straight, I think misprint we need something like 20 or higher, or else we lose. Oh. Technically I'm still alive, but the next round I need 25,000, right? 25,000 here. Going back in time, that saves us. That keeps us alive. So I definitely do that. And then the question of, do I want this spectral pack? There is some risk involved $4. I think most of the time Spectral Packs have like a lot of stuff that you don't want, like a lot of stuff that's not useful to you. And now we're like pretty committed to playing flushes. The best thing that we could get is Sigil. Immolate also pretty good. I don't know, it's only $4. Let's do it. Immolate, that's the best one. Alright, now we're saved. Now we're invincible. Alright, do I want a standard pack? Let's try it. Since we got the money. 2 stones here is not what you want to see. 6 of clubs. 6 of clubs technically makes it easier for us to get flushes. Is that true? Straight flushes? Nope, it's just a lucky card. Rebate on 4s. So I just skip here. Go next. Could skip here for $23. Then we don't have to pay the rental fee on the tribe. I think that's worth it. It does mean that we have to get 13,000 points, which is not easy. We got rebate on 4s. So if I discard spades, what do I got left? Hearts and diamonds are most prevalent. So let's go for diamonds or hearts. Hearts. Maybe discard something like this. One more time for hearts. I'm gonna play the 4 of hearts rather than like try to get the $5. I just want to make sure that I get my hands. Man, we've been rolling so high on the misprint. It's actually insane. All right, if I want to go for another flush, looks like diamonds. Here actually, so if I discard, the chances of me getting 3 diamonds, not very good chances. So I'm actually gonna play this hand as like a throwaway hand. I could go for a straight, but it's gonna be easier to get the diamonds. From here, we low on queens, low on 8s. Yeah, it's still easier to go for diamonds from here, though not guaranteed. Pretty good chance that we miss. Pretty good chance that we miss, but there it is, regardless. Okay. Now we have $57. So let's get our stuff together here. Let's figure it out. Start with the Celestial pack. So I'm looking for Jupiter. I'm looking for Saturn as a backup. Of course, these 5, maybe here's Saturn. And also Neptune, maybe. I'm not necessarily attached to the order. I could replace the order. Probably we should. I could pick up the Vampire here. We should, before we purchase any Jokers in the shop, we should open the Buffoon pack. Alright. Do I want Blue Joker as a source of chips? Or Juggler? I think I do want the source of chips, though as an Eternal is probably pretty terrible. We're getting to the point where you don't want this anymore. Like probably anti-5, you don't want this anymore. So as an Eternal, maybe that's not something that I want. I think what I want to do, order I don't want. A loyalty card, probably we don't do. Take up the Vampire here. Now, Mystic Summit, maybe as another source of just like flat plus molt could be useful. More reliable than the misprint. Boss says cards played previously debuffed. I think what I want to do is re-roll. I mean, I have money for re-rolling. I'm looking for enhancements for my Vampire to suck off. To-do list, nope. Scholar, nope. Family, nope. Perishable blue joker probably is worth it. I think trying to do the rebate is maybe a little bit greedy, and we should take the extra chips just to be safe. And I'm not gonna re-roll. I do want to get enhancements for the vampire to suck off, like I said here, but I think the chances of us getting that, not very high, not worth $7. All right, so we can play spades as a flush. All right, low roll on the misprint, but now our supernova gives us plus 16, so we don't have to worry so much about the misprint. We can go for hearts or diamonds. Hearts are going to be more prevalent, but yeah, let's just go for hearts then. One, two, three, four, five. All right, now we need 25,000 for the next round. I think we're good. I think we're out of the woods. Let's go Celestial Pack for Jupiter. And then Arcana Pack for Suit Changer. Or some enhancements for a Vampire. Alright, we have extra hearts, so we can use the sun to make even more hearts. What do we want to turn into hearts? Probably 2 7s and an 8. How do I feel about that? 2 7s and a queen. How many queens do I have? I got the full 4 queens. Let's do 7s and queens. Maybe I have an opportunity to get a flush house in the future, in the distant future. I don't think we want the 4 Fienders. I don't think we want Banner. I think we stick with the blue Joker. And 25,000 we can do. I don't think we take the investment tag because I don't think 37,000 we can do. But here, let's go for some hearts. And then more hearts. Or clubs or diamonds. Even though I don't have any hearts in hand currently, it might still be easier to go for hearts. Honestly, gonna discard like this. Okay, we could go for spades. 6 spades left in the deck out of 24. Let's try for spades. 3 of a kind aces doesn't do it, but spades will. So that's 37,000 if we have 2 flushes. Obviously there we had a pretty good chance of not getting the flush, so it's not guaranteed. Alright, I'd like to replace Droll Joker now that my Supernova's at 20. I'd like to replace Blue Joker. Let's use the Buffoon pack. Obelisk. Obelisk, normally I'm into this, but it's incompatible with Supernova. Supernova wants you to keep playing more of the same hand, so I think I don't want the Obelisk. And I don't think we have room for the 8-ball. Standard pack is not going to be as beneficial as like an Arcana pack or a Celestial pack, so I'm just going to go next. Alright, let's look for some hearts. We're at the point kind of where we're not 100% to win, but we have pretty good chance of winning. Now that we just kind of survive the early game, that's what you got to do with a black deck. Do what you can to survive, and then you'll probably get there in the end. Though flush is, you know, not necessarily the highest scoring hand there. It took us 3 flushes to win this. That's not good. That's a bad sign. Because the boss here is going to de-level our flushes. Priestess helps. Okay, even if I'm holding on, even if I didn't get a Jupiter card right away, now I have a better chance of getting a Jupiter card here. Alright, runner is not what we want. Standard pack's not what we want. Do we want to re-roll? I think still no. Let's find hearts. Using 2 discards makes Blue Joker weaker, is like pretty not good for us. Okay, so we have the opportunity to play a straight flush. It won't get the benefits of the supernova, but it will be like a lot more chips, and it won't de-level our flushes as much. So I think we still do it. I think we ship it with the straight flush. Miserable. Okay, we needed a high roll on the misprint to make up for our supernova, which we didn't. That's okay. I could go here with a straight, but we're missing out on a lot of supernova value. We're missing out on Droll Joker value. Now I have the tough decision of, do I go for hearts or do I go for clubs? I guess we go for hearts. So here's hearts. This is not going to win. Okay. Now I think we just lose here. Yeah, that's it. We got 2 pair. Bummer. I mean, we do have like $20 in the bank, so there's this question of like, if we spent the $20 on re-rolling, would that have helped? If we spent the $20 on a standard pack, would that have helped? Would that have made the difference here? And I think probably not. I think what it came down to was we didn't get enough Arcana packs. With more Arcana packs, we could have had more consistent draws from suit changes. We could have had more enhancements for our Vampire. Vampire wasn't really doing anything, but we didn't really get offered any other Jokers instead. So, oh well. Ended up getting pretty lucky start, I think, but then kind of like unlucky here with the draws. That's going to happen. I'll do one more. I'll do one more on the black deck for educational purposes. We don't want a voucher tag. We don't want a juggle tag here. Let's just go next. Hearts, not the low ones. So let's go for high cards. So maybe a high straight. That'll work. Alright, Bloodstone I can't afford. Wrathful Joker is pretty good, though not without risk. So a spades flush works, but I don't necessarily need it to be a spades flush. Let's see here. I have a straight. A straight works with just +3 molt from the Wrathful Joker. Fortune Teller is good long term. Bus is also good, or good enough, but here expensive. Expensive bus. I think we got to do it. Ooh, it is foil, so I think we got to do it. Clubs are debuffed, so could go for spades. I'm gonna discard like this. Maybe we get a straight. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 spades here. With the extra chips from the foil, I believe this wins. Normally bust costs $6 and then with foil costs like $7 or something like that. So having the rental is still discounted, still cheaper than if we just bought the bust straight up. Extra discard is very powerful. I think we take that, though it is, you know, somewhat expensive. I think we don't take the Saturn card, probably. Playing straights on the black deck is kind of challenging, we've demonstrated. Though, you know, maybe we need it because of the scoring output. You know, it just scores more points, and so maybe it's worth it then. You know, last time we were struggling with the flushes, not scoring enough points from flushes. I'll take it. Not compatible with Wrathful Joker, but it does leave us kind of open to playing either flushes or straights. We could do one or the other. Could take a holographic tag here. It's still early. Early holographic could be very powerful, but maybe if we have the bust, we don't need it. Okay, I want to play possibly spades. I don't want to play these face cards, right? And if I do want to possibly play spades, maybe discard like this. Okay, so I'm looking for a 6 for a straight or trying to pick up 2 spades. Let's go for the spades. One more time looking for spades. Okay, we do get the 6, but it's a little bit late now. King and jack here, not great. I need spades. I can use the ace as a way of getting rid of the king and the jack here, but we still need spades. We don't get the spades, but we do get the straight. Straight wins. That took us way too many hands. Like, it leveled up the bust a little bit, but that's not good. Alright, we can't afford anything, so we go next. The boss is going to debuff my spades. That's not good. We can go for the straight. The leveled up straight should win. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5. Almost a straight flush. Do we play the higher straight or the lower straight? I'm gonna play the high straight. Okay. Now what? Okay, I have world. I can make more spades for my Wrathful Joker. Let's do that. This rental is really hurting me. I need some kind of value generator, money generator. Face cards we discard. Let's go for the middle straight. We don't need the 9. We are looking for an 8. In that case, I'm going to throw the 9 away. Gives me a better chance of getting the 8. And then I can get either an 8 or a 4 or both. So we have 8, 7, 6, 5. Now I'm looking for either a 9 or a 4. I know we threw away 2 9s, but we still have 6 outs. So that's better than trying to do the inside straight draw. There. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I'm going to make all 3 of these into spades. And I believe that's a straight flush now. Cool. Droll Joker. Nope. Priestess. Maybe. I think I'm going to keep saving my money. One of the benefits of the Priestess is, like, if you don't use the cards, you can still hold on to them and then it blocks the bad cards from spawning. But I don't really know what planets I'm looking for. Maybe flushes. Maybe straights. I want the bus to stop hurting me. I'm slowly dying. Save money. Okay. Can we get the low straight? So here I'm looking for specifically a 7 and a 6 because I can't play a jack. If I discard this way, I'm looking for specifically a 4. That's easier. Yeah, so I'm just looking for a 4. I could play the flush instead of the straight, since we do have the chips from the bus, we get the mult from the Wrathful Joker. I don't think this wins though. Close. Okay, now bus is leveled up enough where if I just play high card, it wins. Okay. Smiley face, nope. I want this. I want Todd as a source of chips to go with my mult, but we can't. 4,800, a flush is not going to do it anymore. I could go for the 2 by keeping the ace, but I'm going to throw the ace instead, and then we're open to drawing a 7 and a 6 instead. So we do get the 2 here, but we also get the 6. There's the straight. 4 spades straight is probably the best hand that we can do. Okay. So I do have this straight, but it's going to reset the bus. So I think I want to ditch the 7s here. And then what am I drawing instead? What am I going for here? I don't know. I'm going to use the 7 so that I can discard the face cards. And then now I'm looking for... If I want to make a straight, I need a 7, but I already threw away the 7s. I could go for a 4, but I would still need the 7. I could go for... Actually, we don't need that many points, right? So probably just a decent number of spades will win. Let's keep the pair of 5s. Maybe play like 2 pair. 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, we just need either an ace or a 6. We have 4 outs. Let's try that. Okay, if not, if I play just the 1, 5, that's already 500 points, right? 10 times 50 from the foil. Not ideal. Alright, we got the egg here. We got Riff Raff. Actually, maybe Riff Raff saves us. We only get to play 1 hand. So Riff Raff is going to give us 2 jokers. I can't afford the rental fee, but I can get 2 jokers here. We could sell the Riff Raff. Okay, Steven, 8 ball. Not really what we were hoping to see, but okay, if I only get to play 1 hand, I probably don't go for the straight. Like, I think the straight is maybe too hard. So let's go for the spades instead. I guess with Steven here, my even cards are worth the same amount as my spades. Though I have the 6 here. I'm thinking of going for the full house. I think the 2 pair might be enough now that we have Steven. So, or do I want to go for the flush? Let's go for the 2 pair. Alright, one more time looking for either an 8 or a 4. We don't get there. So here's the 2 pair. I actually don't know if this is enough. Maybe it's not enough chips. 8-ball did not do the thing. Death card. We could use the death card to copy an 8 of spades. That would be best. How many points do we need? We need 9,000. I don't think we have 9,000. I don't think we have that technology. What we need is this Arcana pack to give us temperance. That's what we need. Okay. I'm into it. Death card. Alright, Celestial pack, or we don't. I think we need it. I think we need it pretty bad. Do I want 4 of a kind? Do I want Jupiter? Do I want Saturn? I think straights are going to be too challenging for us. So I'm going to go for flushes, even though flushes are like worth less points. I don't think we can afford to skip ever again. What I need is an 8 of spades. Let's go for a flush. There's a 5. Keep the 8, keep digging. There's a 5. So we do have some 8s here. I'm gonna play the pair of 8s just to get rid of them. Tower. Okay. I think we play all these. Alright, there's the flush. Not a lot of even cards. Yikes. So yeah, maybe we can play a full house. So there's an 8 of spades. I can turn a king into an 8 of spades. That then gives me, I have the flush with the 2 8s. This is huge. This is huge. I can use the tower on a face card. 1 in 4 chance from the 8-ball. So I'm not going to get 2 tarot cards anyway. Okay. 13,000 we can do with 2 spade flushes. We don't get to buy anything. And go next. Okay, so let's look for some spades. There's some spades. I think this queen I'm going to turn into stone. It's a good start. 8-ball has not done the thing. Calling it now. 8-ball has not done the thing. Alright, the jack we got to discard. I have this king that I need to get rid of. I need more spades. So, didn't get there with the spades, but we do have like 2 pair here. This is not going to be enough chips. Yeah, so I think with this run, I don't think taking the rental bus was bad. I think what we needed was some kind of income generator, money generator joker. Of course, there are several of those available at common, but you know, here by the time we get to round 11, we didn't get it. We did get riffraff, but riffraff was a rental, and we didn't necessarily have like the joker slots to support it. So We just ran out. We didn't have enough money in this run. We didn't have enough money to buy enough materials. And so that's why we weren't able to score enough here. If we had more money, we could have bought some things that would help us score. Maybe one more time. All right, juggler tag we don't want. How about let's go for hearts or diamonds? I'm gonna go for diamonds because I have the queen and the 10. Could be a straight, could be part of a straight. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. There's a flush, not a great flush. We'll just win with 2 hands instead of 1 hand. Doesn't always have to be 1 hand. 2 pair, finish it off. Okay, Michelle is actually insanely good. Perishable is fine. All right, let's go for a flush. Spades, there we go. Oh, there's a straight flush there too. Safe. Okay, riffraff, also great. All right, if you want to win on the black deck, you just get riffraff. That's it, that's the lesson. All right, let's go for, I have the 7s. Maybe what we'll do is, Scary Face cares about face cards. So maybe we'll do this. We'll do queens and 7s. We could do jacks and 7s. That should be enough. Safe. Okay. Misprint, swashbuckler, nope. Rentals, nope. Buffoon pack I don't need because I have riffraff, so we just go next. Alright, to-do list on flushes. Like this flush here. I'm going to sell the red card for the money. Probably I sell Scary Face too. That way we get extra interest. Safe. Alright, now we can get the Glutinous Joker for clubs. We can get the Smiley Face for face cards. Spades are debuffed. Between the two of these, I think I prefer Glutinous Joker. That's why it's a $5 Joker, but I think I don't need either of these because I have riffraff. So let's just go next. To do this on full houses, I think I'm going to buy the Celestial pack because it doesn't take up a Joker slot. I could level up straights, or I could level up full houses. I'm going to level up full houses. On the black deck, straights are just more difficult to play. Though superposition and juggler and drunkard, like drunkard and juggler, these help making straights, and superposition is going to reward me for playing straights. I'm going to go for the full house anyway because we get the money. All right, do I want to go for, nope, not jacks. Keep discarding. Where are all the 6s and 3s? That's kind of unfortunate. Like a little bit unfortunate, not like super unfortunate. Just a little bit unlucky. There we go. So we can pick these up here. I think I don't want superposition. Safe. Boss was spades debuff, right? Okay, we could pick up the pants. Could pick up Abstract Joker. Abstract is very good, but it is a rental. I think we definitely want the pants. If we do pick up the pants here, do we want riffraff anymore? I think we don't do riffraff anymore. I think I like having the extra discard. I think I like having the extra hand size. I think to-do list currently straight flushes. Of course, we can't do straight flushes, but this will change. It's not going to be straight flushes forever. I think we sell riffraff and buy the Arcana pack. Costs us a little bit of interest, but it's worth it. Okay, of course, you know, if you just want to win on the black deck, you just get the soul, you just get a legendary joker. Canio, of course, very powerful, but question, no. All right, we already high rolled enough with the, what was it, with the riffraff. Obviously, Canio is going to give you a win, probably. So let's see if we can win without it, just for science, just for demonstration purposes. In that case, do we open this standard pack? I have the money. Let's do it. So do I want an 8 as a gold seal, or do I want the chips bonus card? I'd rather have the gold seal, rather have the money. Even though it's going to be debuffed here, it's going to be useful in the future. I need, since this is foil giving me chips, I don't need to play the full house. I could just play 2 pair. So let's look for, what am I looking for? Higher cards, right? How about jacks and 8s? And we can get rid of the 6. Cool, so 2 pair wins. All we gotta do is get 2 pair. So maybe another queen or another ace. Queens and kings. Safe. Well, disabled. By the way, if you're playing on gold stake and you need the gold sticker on Michelle, if you get the perishable one, this can no longer perish. It's been disabled, and so if I hold it until the end, even though it's disabled, you get the gold sticker. But we're gonna sell it. All right. Actually, abstract joker here is like a good reason not to sell it, because it, you know, gives us the extra molt, but we didn't need the extra molt anyway. 3,200 we could do with 2 pair twice. Celestial pack. Okay, Mars, Jupiter. We don't need any of this, so I'll take Mars. Reroll surplus is great. Arcana pack is good. Death card. Death card, I can copy my 8. What do I want to get rid of? What's the to-do list is currently on pairs. I'm going to turn 2s into 8s. Maybe. Get rid of the low cards. And go next. So I can play a pair for money. I want to try to find my 8s, right? My 8s give me money. So let's play 2 pair, and this should not be a winning hand. Now, if I play a pair, because of the pants, probably is a winning hand. So let's just find 8s. I guess I already have 8s. Find different 8s. There's 8. Okay, so if I just play a pair of 8s, this might win. Yeah, that's okay. To do this on straight flushes again, that's fine. Senor Huesos? We don't need that. We high rolled, we got the pants, we don't need Senor Huesos. Spin the wheel. And Arcana. Okay, we got the Hungman. We can remove more 2s, or we can make gold cards. I'm going to remove the 2s. Makes it easier for us to find our 8s. And do I want the standard pack? It is a mega. Okay, I can add 2 7s to the deck. They're not enhanced, but they could become 8s, and they could make it easier for me to get my 2 pair, make it easier for me to get full houses. I think for just like unenhanced cards, I'm going to skip those and save our money. All right, so here we can play the full house. And the next pair wins. So let's find our 8s. There's our 8s. Eights and queens, we could play the full house. Oh yeah. Now we're just trucking along. Looking like an easy W. Alright, first hand face down, not a problem. We play 2 pair. I do want the surplus voucher for the future. Between the two of these, do I want the rental gelato? Nah, I'm going to have to get rid of it later. So, Celestial, do I want the Celestial packs? Nope. Save my money for interest. First hand face down. So if I want to sort by suit, looks like that. Sort by rank, looks like that. Just gonna discard. Okay, so we're looking for 2 pair. We can go jacks and I don't know. How about jacks and queens? 2 pair for the money. 2 pair again wins. I don't have 2 pair. I don't know what's in the deck, so maybe we'll go for a 9. Okay, 9s and 8s. 2 pair wins and we'll get some money. Rather than playing the 4 of a kind or rather than playing the full house. Perishable abstract joker is fine. Straight flush again. It's magnetic. It's rude. Faceless joker for some more money. Swashbuckler we don't need. Extra hand for our pants. Sounds like a good time to me. Yeah, we'll go Celestial pack now since we can afford it. We can level up full houses rather than 2 pair. Since we have the extra hand and discard an extra hand size, we can hit it pretty easily. Temperance here for 14, or I can go strength. I'm going to take the money. Then I can reroll once. Baron. If I'm doing the pants, I don't really need the Baron. I will take the death card though. Try to make another one of those fancy 8s. Okay. So discard the face cards. Look for those 8s. I have the 5s. Give me some 8s. So I have these 8s that I can play. I'll play these 8s. Alright, full house wins. I want to discard the face cards. There's the 8. We can get rid of our last 2. And get the money. Alright, flush for the to-do list. I think we don't do the to-do list anymore because the to-do list, you know, could land on something that we can't do. I don't think we need the red card because we have the pants. Standard packs, give me more 8s. Just generically, any 8s? Am I okay with just any 8s? I'm gonna vote no. What about here? That's a 9 with a red seal. I'm also gonna vote no. Okay, Northern Lion here. We could pick up a Mad Joker for another 10 molt. It's eternal. I'm at the point where I'm a little bit more picky about my Jokers because I have more money. So I will take Northern Lion here. Spin the wheel. I don't want Eternal Misprint. Because we have Faceless, we can afford another reroll here. We can pick up Uranus. Alright, boss says decrease our level is bad. Let's look for 8s. I can go 9s and 10s here. Okay, so we do need the full house in order to win. So let's not be greedy with the faceless joker. Let's just play the full house. Yeah. Abstract joker's out is like kind of important. I'm gonna sell it now in case we get another one in the shop. Walkie-talkie is not it. Earth card helps. Maybe Celestial pack for another Earth card. Maybe a standard pack. 4 and 2s. Nope. Hierophant? Yes. Extra chips? Sure. Photograph. If I play the full house with face cards, Photograph is a +10 molt. Is not great. I think I want to, because of this boss here, de-leveling our hands, like that's pretty tough to beat, so I'm going to re-roll. I don't think Todd helps us that much. Maybe. Maybe this gives us a lot of molt and then Todd gives us the chips. And I will do the Celestial pack as well. Level up our full house. Okay, so something we can do, we can play 4 of a kind. No, I think we just got to play the full house. As awkward as that is. Could play the 2 pair here, 9s and 4s, just for the level up, not necessarily for a lot of points. I think I'm okay with that. So that gives us 4,000, which is honestly not much. So let's look for aces to go with our 8s. There we go. I think what I want to do with the Hierophant, I want to put it on my 8s. And then use the Emperor. What can we do here? We can make some lucky cards. 8s and aces as lucky cards. I could use the moon and make like a flush house almost. Then I won't have to worry about the D level. Sorry, I should have made 2 lucky aces because I want to play the extra aces for Todd here. Maybe we get lucky. All right, that is the absolute best way that could have gone down. Okay, do we want blackboard? How close are we to being able to do that? I mean, definitely the moon helps. In the next round, we need 25,000. We could hit 25,000. I think I'm going to pass on the blackboard. What would I get rid of? Probably get rid of Northern Lion. We can make the blackboard work. Long term, we can make the blackboard work. All right. Short term, though, play 2 pair just for the level up. Oh, maybe should have kept the face card for the discard. So I guess I throw away the face cards and the 5 or the 10. Throw away the 5. So I have 8s and 5s and I can play the 7. So this 2 pair is not very impressive, but we do get the ×3 from the blackboard. Nice. I'll save the moon for an emergency situation. I think I like having clown instead of faceless joker. Faceless joker also is perishable, so pick up the clown here. Do I want the spaceman? That's tough. I think the answer is probably no. I think I've been betrayed too many times. All right, Wily Joker instead of Todd. Like, that's probably better. I could replace, you know, maybe I don't need the juggler anymore. Open the Arcana pack. All right, Hermit is good. That's it, we use the Hermit. Standard pack, looking for more black cards. Do I want a 5? Or a stone card? Nope. All right. Reroll. Do I want Hone? Maybe? Devil, yes. I'll use Hone and go next. Okay. So we have the 8 here. We have queens we can play. All right, let's level up the pants. Let's go for the full house. So we have 8s and 6s here. We have jacks and 10s that we can play. This full house, I think, wins now. So we're not gonna get the 8s. Money, maybe that's okay. Aces and 8s. We could do aces and 8s. There's aces, but no 8s. Discard 1 ace. Where are my 8s? What the heck? I have aces and 9s. I'm gonna play the 9s. There we go. Aces and 8s. A little bit unfortunate we drew the 3 here. I am gonna make clubs. Do I want to turn some spades into clubs? I think no. I think no. I think the 7 I'll make gold. Play the full house. Full house slaps. All right. Boss is play only one hand type. So we just play the full house. Okay. Supernova. Nope. Judgment. Nope. To the moon for the money. Currently, Clown is probably going to do more. I think between Todd and Wily Joker, I'd rather have Misprint. Though I guess I have the pants, so I don't really need it. Let's go Celestial. Looking for Earth. Then before I open the Arcana pack, let's do a little bit more re-rolling. Northern Lion, nope. Mercury, nope. Alright, we got the Hungman here. Alright, red cards are out, so maybe... How about the 4 and the 6? Nice. Go next. Alright, so full house. We have maybe 8s and 10s. Maybe 10s looking for the 8. I can go 10s and 6s. I have a 5 here. There you go, 10s and 6s. Now I need a full house, right? Play only one hand type, so aces and 8s. There we go. And we get the money. Nice. Next round is also 50,000. Unless we 60,000. Unless we go back in time. I don't think we need to go back in time. I will, but not yet, because it does give me -1 hand, and so that costs me money. Buffoon pack. We could pick up a Brainstorm, we could pick up Flashcard. Brainstorm is perishable, but worth it, right? So maybe we sell Todd, pick up the Brainstorm. Brainstorm copying pants is the same as the ×2. If I do this, Brainstorm copying blackboard, then the first blackboard is the same as +24 molt. is like worse than just having trousers. So we'll do that. Pick up a death card here. Saturn, nope. Shortcut, nope. Yeah, I'm still not completely given up on making a flush house. If we make a flush house, I need more spades. I could play a flush 5, all 8s. We'll see. I'm gonna play, since I have the capability, I'm gonna play the 2 pair here just to level up the pants. And then dig for a full house now. So maybe 8s and 9s. So there's 8s, 2 aces. So, you know, if we want, we could turn one of these 9s into another 8. And then we can play the 8s and the aces. Cool. That's gonna be it. Card sharp, half joker, standard pack. Polychrome 6. Even though this is polychrome, if I play a full house, polychrome gives me +6 molt. So this is +6 molt. This is basically the same as a molt card from an Empress. It is not very impressive, to be honest, but it is spades. So maybe. We also have the option here for a purple seal. It's a little late for a purple seal, but it is still technically useful. It is diamonds, though, conflicts with our blackboard plan a little bit. I think I'd rather have the purple seal here. And I guess we'll keep leveling up 4 of a kind. You know, those 4 of a kind 8s looking more and more juicy. Could take the card sharp here. Card sharp maybe instead of the wily joker. If we play 2 full houses, I think we can reasonably play 2 full houses with the extra discard. Saturn to the moon. Nope, go next. All right, so I have 8s here. Let's look for, I don't know, aces. 8s and one more time. One more time. 8s and 10s. There we go. This is not going to win because we don't have the blackboard value. We don't have the card sharp. Now I'm looking for 9s or aces out of 24 cards. Odds of that happening, not great, to be honest. We do have an 8 now. I think we got to take the chance. I think we got to take the chance on the 9s or aces. I think we're not going to get 2 8s. I guess if we just do this, if we just play 2 pair with the blackboard, this probably is enough. We don't have the wily joker anymore, so it might not be. Ooh, that's bad. We would have had the 9. That's bad. That's okay. We still have... We can play the 8s here. Not a lot of chips. Like way, way less chips. Ooh, close. Too close. Yeah. We got, I want to say, a little bit unlucky not getting the 2 full houses, but not necessarily a lot unlucky, just a little bit unlucky not getting the 2 full houses there. Maybe they're, you know, a different kind of discard strategy. We could have probably gotten it. I don't know. It was close though. It was close. If we had gotten through here, then we have a pretty good chance of winning from here. You know, having the high level pants, having the blackboard, having a lot of access to a lot of money. But you know, at the end of the day, it's tough. It's tough to win on the black tag. Even if you get a high roll in the beginning, even if you get kind of a lucky start, it's going to be very challenging. Here, part of the challenge is like the scoring requirements. That the scoring requirements on green stake are going to be twice as high as white stake, and then on purple stake are going to be 4 times as high as white stake. And so because the scoring requirements are higher, then here, even with what seems like a very powerful build, we've got the pants, we've got brainstorm, blackboard, we even have the card sharp. Card sharp didn't really help us, but could have helped us in theory. Even with all of that stuff, you still need a lot of points to score. And so it takes a lot of money to build that up. It takes a lot of material in the beginning to just survive to even get to this point. So, that's going to be it for the black deck. We didn't actually win, but, hopefully we learned some stuff that then we can apply. Even if you get a lucky start, it doesn't guarantee a win, and it does require a little bit of, careful attention to detail. All right. Take care, everyone.